this video, what I'm doing is showing you the process that I went through to find the right tires for my RV. So we're going to first of all take you into our Georgetown. This was a brochure, of course, that I had here with our Georgetown XL. And what we had on here originally was Michelin's, the 22.5 XRVs. Now we're just going to go back down here to books, and this is another documentation I had that was on my computer, and I think I saved this quite a long time ago. And you can see what we're talking about here is the Michelin RV tire reference chart. Now, if we go down and find the proper tires that we had on our coach, and let me just go down here, right there. 255 ADR 22.5, and there of course were the Michelin XRVs, and it tells you the tire pressure and the weights and so on, so it's right there. So I knew that. I knew my tires and what I wanted to do, and of course our Georgetown, we had that brochure. But what I wanted to do right here is, so what I started to do is I wanted to find the replacement tire or another one through Goodyear, because I couldn't get Michelin's here in Canada until probably next March. It was kind of crazy to get it here. So I thought, well, all right, what other manufacturers are out there doing those tires? So I started looking through the Goodyear site. And this was one of the documentations here, tire selectors. Let me just find the right ones here. Let's go back to here. Oh yes, here's the one I wanted to find. So, popular alternative tire sizes. Some manufacturers use slightly different size designations. Here are a few popular OE acceptable RV tire size equivalents. And look what I saw here. 255 ADR 22.5 equals 265/75R 22.5. So I thought, great, okay. So I know that, and competitive replacements, look at this. You know, the Michelin's right here, the XRVs. So I thought, this is cool. At least now I had a Goodyear tire replacement. And I knew the size because what the other manufacturers, and I thought, well, wait a minute, I'll try Goodyear. Well, of course, that was a real challenge too. I couldn't get Goodyear's for quite a while. So I thought to myself, well, I'm going to go to a website. And so anyway, what I did find was this one right here, motorhometires.com. And what they had is they started out with tires, and I put in I wanted 6 tires, and if I wanted Samsung, well, they were the best price, but I've never heard of them, don't know much about the manufacturer and so on, so I wasn't too crazy about that. But anyway, looking down here, look what I see. 265/75R 22.5s, Toyo's M154. And I put in, of course, 6. And this is the U.S. price that you can see here. And I think it's pretty well the same. Yeah, both of these were no difference. They were the same size. And then, of course, I looked at Goodyear, the G66 ones, set of 6. And but again, the Bridgestones, I didn't even try getting Bridgestones. So all I tried was Michelin's and Goodyear. But again, if we come down here on the site, look what we see, 255 ADR 22.5s. And there's the U.S. price for them, of course. And they were in stock on this website. And of course, U.S. But I guess there's much more availability in the U.S. for tires than they are in Canada right now. So this was the starting point for me. Then what I did is I went on to the Toyo site. And what do I see? The M154s, and that's what I did purchase. And they talk about the features and the benefits and the size and so on. And here we are, 265/75R 22.5. And there they are, the same load factor, the same depth and tread, the product code. And I did talk to Toyo Canada in, I believe their head office is in Montreal. And I talked to one of the reps there, and he said, well, what you need is, these are the exact same replacements. So the M154 the urban all-position tire, and so that's what I went back to Henry at Tire Time in Leamington, Ontario, and I said, well, hey, what about Toyos? I'm hearing great things about them, and they seem to be a great tire. So anyway, he did call his distributor, and we asked if we could get 6 of the M154s, and sure enough, they could get them. It took about a week and a bit just to get them all in, like I say in my video. But so this was basically my way that I found tires that would fit, and I wanted to research it myself, and but I heard so much about Toyo tires, and all my other RV friends were moving to Toyos, and they're a great tire. I really highly recommend them. I've had great experience with them. Now we'll be doing another video going back to Tire Time very soon to get the bolts retorqued, and I'll post that. But for now, this is how I researched all my tires, and I came up with the Toyo tires.